Go for the burn. 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 Go for the burn.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. We are here with more weekend Revo action coming at ya. It is Honk. We're here with the start of the year tournament 2025, kicking off the year in style. Shout out to Nick, of course. Not here today, but put this whole thing together. Huge shout out to him. No cup would be complete, no tournament would be complete without an endurance appearance. So we are going to have the semi-pro endurance here today on Spa Vault 2 Reverse, and it's going to be 9 laps. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be more than 9 laps. It's going to be we're going to be here a while. I don't know exactly how many laps, but I'm extremely excited for this race. I do love endurance in general, but I especially love this track. There was a little bit of a discourse on whether this track was a good choice or not. I'm personally a big fan of it. It's a very complex track, a very challenging track, and it's going to be very tough for racers to stay locked in for all 90 laps. Yes, we are going to be doing 90 laps. Why do we see 9 laps right now? Well, that is because that is how we're going to do the qualifiers. And that will determine the order in which we start the race. Whoever gets the best lap time in the qualifier will be starting off the race in first, which is a highly coveted position. Obviously, it's first, but especially so in endurance races because it means you've got everyone out of the way at the very start, as long as you don't mess up, and you should have the best pace. After all, you got the best lap, right? Doesn't always play out like that, but that is the idea. We're gonna be here soon. Chat is uncharacteristically quiet, so I believe we have a bunch of people still racing, probably in the IO session. We do have some people in here. We got Blobrov. We got Handsy Rod. Welcome in, welcome in. Good luck in the race today. Predictions are up and ready to go. I use the sign up function that people do in the Revolt competitive Discord to sign up for the match today. I use that to create the betting. And then, unfortunately, Laggy Rock was odd man out there. Wasn't able to pair him up with another driver. And then I also threw in, just for fun, if you want to be a gambler, you can go for the someone who didn't sign up option, which basically is they didn't say they're gonna be here, but some random person maybe shows up and wins. It's probably not gonna happen, looking at the list, but who knows. In the meantime, though, we are going to go ahead and play a best 3 laps provided to me by Pokers, who is hosting the lobby today. Thank you very much, Pokers. and this will kind of give y'all an idea of what the track is going to look like, how it's going to play out, and I'll give some notes based on my own experience as well. I did race through this track a good number of times. Not necessarily 90 times, but a good amount. Let me turn this down a bit just in case. Sorry if that's too low, but I can't hear it on my end. We're already about halfway through this lap. You can see that's a very challenging spot. We'll be touching on that later. But another challenging spot is this outside area. You've got the water up ahead. You see they do dip into the water. The turn across, which touches that pool area, does it again. And this big jump, you can see the Addion stays on the outside for that one. Helps line up better for the jump. I raced on the zipper a lot with this. The outside did give me a lot of trouble, that outside water area, as well as the laundry area. Not here, but at the end. You can see that's a difficult sequence. The Addion has to slow down a bit. The blind zigzagging with the incline changes at the same time, that's going to be a serious problem spot. This area right here, that can be an issue for zipper, at least it was for me, but I'm an amateur zipper driver for sure compared to the zipper drivers here today. Take that outside route, line it up well. We're going to see one more lap here. See if you can notice the Addion slowing it down a little bit here at spots. This is a technical track here today for sure. Right there, slowing it down just a bit. Lining up the turn well. Blind turn, line up right there. Into this kind of odd turn around the jacuzzi. It's a very technical track. Right here as well, going to be a killer to deal with for sure. With landing was an issue for me sometimes. Again, on the zipper, which I expect to be driven by people who are very comfortable on zipper. I think Addion will be the most common pick here. We saw just in the best 3 lap replay there, it looked to me like Addion had a lot more control. That might just be the expertise of the player driving it, but it did feel that way to me. Welcome in top. Welcome in top. Good to have you in here. In the meantime, still waiting for those IO lobbies to finish up, waiting for some players to get in here. We'll go ahead and check out our overall standings. With 3 wins, we do have Kilobaris out there with the strong first place. But Kiki was able to fight back in last week's session in order to finally break free and find someone besides Kilobaris who got the win. That was on a pretty standard session. Stocks, best 10 laps, picks off stock tracks. And Kiki was able to find a big moment there to lock it in. It came down to the wire. Laggy Rock doing quite well for himself with a 3rd place as well. Stingox getting a couple 3rds. While we look at the scores, important to keep in mind your bottom 2 races will be dropped. So these people with 2 0s, for example Frost, yeah, not going to look too good on the overall standings points wise, but keep in mind those 2 0s will be dropped. As long as Frost drives perfectly for the rest, he can still fight for a pretty good spot. Not necessarily first, because you can see first is already super heated up, but a pretty good spot. You can see the scores as a whole are spread across very evenly. 35 to 30, there's about 6 people represented there. So many chances to shake this up. Because keep in mind, it is 20 points for first, 17 points for second, 15 points for third. So huge point totals if you can manage to get in the coveted top 3. Remember, predictions are up. Make sure you get that in. This was last week's standings. You can see Keila Barris getting a good number of firsts and seconds early. Absolutely dominant, but Kiki was able to turn up the heat, shake off a couple of those fourth places, and ended up locking it in just barely over Keila Barris. Such a good question, Top. Honestly, such a good question. Okay, so looks like we're getting our players in here. I do believe the session will just begin here in about 3 minutes. Not 100% on that, but it does look like we're going to be kicking it off soon. I'll go ahead and show that best 3 laps again for a bit. F's in the chat for Top for sure. Hey, you can always build it back up. That's a beautiful part. All you need is a little bit of luck on your side. Speaking of drivers having luck on their side, after this semi-pro endurance race this weekend, the next 2 weekends are going to be extremely chaotic. We've got Star Racers, which is basically where pickups have been modified to only contain the star. And I believe the pickups have been changed to be on different spots on the map. I'm not sure about that, or maybe just they had the number decreased. That's going to be chaotic for sure. And then we're going to have stock 10, best 10 laps with pickups on. That's guaranteed to be chaos as well. So we are going to have, after this stocks B10L and this endurance race, stocks B10L with pickups off in this endurance race, we go from kind of the height of classic competitive revolt into some experimental territory. So that'll definitely be interesting. But for now, we're waiting another, I think, 5 minutes here. We've got Pokers, Bloberov, Rod, Laggy Rock, Stingox, Yam, Top, Lampert, Maddie, V, and Makakowski all on the Addion. And as for our oddballs over on the Zipper, we've got Frost, Ashen, and current number 1 in the entire cup, Keila Barris. It took me since RVEC. Oh no. Oh no. And for you newcomers, I'll say it once more. This is just the qualifier. This is not the official endurance race. This is just a 9-lap qualifier. Classic track here today. I think I have a memory of doing an endurance on Spavelt 2 Reverse, but certainly has been a long time ago. This is going to feel very fresh. Just like I said, such a technical track as well. Will definitely be a pleasure to tune into. A lot of the areas that are problem areas are very narrow. which could be a potential issue as far as pileups and colliding with other drivers. But it's better than having oncoming traffic, one, and it's Revolt Racing. Sometimes it gets a little bit dirty and grimy. That's just the way it goes. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I went based off of your Discord name. Yeah, I wasn't sure who Petrix was, but in the Discord you're listed as Petrix, I guess. So that's what I put. My bad on that one. Welcome in, Rog. Good to have you in here. Much love to you, Rog. I see we've got a good number of Bettors for Kilobaris and Lampert. That definitely seems to be a promising combination, but let's not forget, Kilobaris got knocked down a peg. Brought down to second place last week. But also, where's Kiki? Is Kiki even racing today? I'm not sure Kiki is even racing today. The drivers are getting a bit restless. We may be hopping in soon. Hopefully Tio will make it in here. If he doesn't make it into the qualifier, he'll just start in the back. He'll still be able to race. Skandar, welcome in, Skandar. Nice races last week. I feel you, Rog. I feel you, Rog. The endurance is difficult. 90 laps. 90 laps of this track. Ethical Surfer, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Okay, we got a spectator in here. Kilobaris. Okay, so we will start off with 9 laps for the qualifier. Racers trying to get their best lap. Trying to get the fastest, best lap that they can. Even if every lap goes in the toilet, as long as they get one, it works. Skandar, not a fan of Spavel. I was actually talking at length about how much I enjoy this Spavel 2 reverse being picked. It's definitely not for everyone. Absolutely not. But especially as a viewer, I'm here for it. Okay, let's get everything in order. Let's see if this cooperates with us today. It seems we have not started yet. Okay. Top is right out the gate. You know, we always put the camera on the person who just gets right out the gate onto it. Let's see Top. Blasting out here. It does have a bit of a spin out as he heads to that blind. Let's bring it back a bit. We've got Ashen on that Zipper. It's going to be a tough road ahead of him. You can see those areas. Zipper just does not love it too much. Makakowski, one of the top drivers, has been trying to prove himself here. I don't know if he's gotten a top 3 yet. Have to recheck the scores. But he's doing quite well for himself here. Let's see how he handles the laundry room area. Takes it outside. A little bit of a bump. Good to go. And he's going to set a sub 40. 39.181. And that's going to be our best lap so far, as we've got our other drivers finishing up. Here's Kilabaris. Let's see a lap here on the Zipper. Actually, we got 2 Zippers. They're just waiting it out. Gotta get that top speed at the start. Oh, banging the wall. That's the end of the lap for Keela. Frost is still in it. And that's going to be pretty much it for him as far as trying to set that best lap. We will get to see a lap from Makakowski here. Slowing it down a bit. Making sure he wraps around quickly. Looking great. .38.756. Lampert with the best lap overall, though, with that beautiful Addion. We're about halfway through. Actually, not quite. Good lap here so far. Through the blind. Using the wall to stabilize a bit. Going through the water. Nice. Make sure not to spin out through there. But we got the laundry room still. Wow. Oh, just a bit too much. And Kilabar's a little bit too far as well, as he throws that lap away as well. Let's see who else we got. We got Lampert doing very well. Currently the best lap holder with 38.491. Throwing that lap away. Poker's finishing up a lap here. Slows it down a bit, sets himself up well for the remainder of the track. 39, not quite going to be a new best lap for him. Close. He is outdoing Frost. We've got Rod finishing up a lap here. But he's not content with that. He's going to want a new one. Makakowski setting a new best lap for himself right there. We've got Top barely missing out on setting a new best lap for himself. Doing great. Goes on the inside. Okay. Dodges Kilabaris as a result. A little bit of telepathy there. Wow, this is aiming to be an amazing lap. But one more last barrier through here. Got so much speed spinning around. Can he recover? and still lock up a sub 40. A little bit better. Got Blobrov here, 39,486. We'll check back in on him. But I gotta see. Frostbitten still trying to get a good lap for himself. 39,070, not bad. Not quite. Kielbar is going to be tossing this one as well. Maybe not. Whoa! Close. Good attempt. Final lap here. Some of our drivers. Lampert wrecking out. Rakes Makakowski as well. And I think that's going to take both of their best laps. We'll still see if Makakowski can do it. I just don't think he's got the time. No. Check out Blobrov here. Looking decent. He passes 30. 34, 35. Maybe. Not quite. Not quite. We got V here as well. V's been doing very good. V has got top 5. That's not the lap for him. I wish we had watched more of V. But he did quite well. Still sitting on number 6. Sting, someone we didn't talk about at all. And he gets a 38,294. That's our new best lap right there by Sting. Taking out Lampert on the final lap. Frost trying to finish it up. Nope. We still got Lampert. We still got Keela. 23. I don't think that this pace is going to make it. And that will be that. We still got Rod here. Rod's looking good. This is a good time. 39,235 for him. We'll see if he can improve on it. Slows it down. Wrecking on the turn. Unfortunate for him. Couldn't get the lineup there. And I think that will be pretty much everyone. Kielbar is driving off the map. Okay, so as we see over on our left, best laps, we got Stingox, number 1, Lampert, number 2, Makakowski, number 3, Kielbaris, 4, Laggy Rock, 5, and V6. All of them within about 400 milliseconds of each other. But Stingox, seriously, pulling away there at the end. Really, the only one who could touch him best lap-wise was Lampert. Okay, so we are going to have a 5-minute break here, and then we will be back into it with our proper grid order. We know that that's going to be the top 6. I think we'll do 91 laps, and then the first lap will be a formation, and then we'll kick it off full 90 laps with Stingox starting off in first, Lampert in second, Makakowski in third. We'll be back momentarily, y'all. Hang tight. Shout out to Powerade. Welcome in. He says Las Vegas Spear Track. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, not last. That's a good achievement here at the start of the year tournament. We've had stacked lobbies. Being able to say you did not come in last is actively a good thing. Maddie, I hate to hear that, bro. The pressure. The pressure. By 0.6 pace, do you mean 38.6? Making sure I understand you. Could be a good thing if you're 39.6, I guess. Oh, wow. 38.2 for your best lap. My God. My goodness. My goodness. A second slower than your practice runs? I'm telling you, the pressure's real. You know, you start off, you're like, oh, I got 9 chances at this. This is easy. And then you're halfway through and you're like, uh-oh. And then you've got 2 laps left and you're like, oh. Oh no. Currently, the drivers are discussing. Oh, wrong button. Oh, second wrong button. Oh, third wrong button. Just kidding. We're back to the right screen. The players are discussing some kind of running into a sign and praying that you get lucky. You're supposed to. Apparently, you're supposed to run into a sign for your best lap strat. I don't even know what sign is being referred to. At the chicane. Okay. Okay, thank you. Welcome in, statue. Yeah. Welcome in, Kippy. Welcome in, y'all. How much does it save? Somewhere between, it's either 1.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.3, or 0.4 is one of those. Well, right now, Kippy, there are a couple people winning because we actually just had our qualifier. Now, I'm struggling to remember exactly what those best laps were. I remember Stingok swooped in and stole first. Lampert was second. And then it's some combination of, I believe, Makikoski, Kilabaris, I believe someone else, and then V in sixth. What is going? I'm trying to. Oh my God! Hello. Apologies. Apologies. I was trying to scroll through here. I'm just pressing hotkey. You know, they call them hotkeys for a reason. You gotta treat them with respect, otherwise you might get burned. I think it was Laggy Rock. Was it Laggy Rock? I think Laggy Rock was like 5th. Welcome in, Flapster. Welcome in, Flapster. Yes, V was 6th. Okay. I've got a starting grid. The starting grid is Stingox, Lampert, Makikoski, Kilabaris, Laggy Rock, V, Frostbitten, Maddie, Rod, Top, Bloberov, Pokers, Ashen Forest, Yam, and then Tio, who did not race in the qualifier and doesn't seem to be here for the main race either yet. Welcome in, Santi. Great to have you in here. There is Tio. There is Tio. We've got Tio in the house. We are now good to go. Tio is unfortunately going to be starting in last because he wasn't able to race in the qualifier, but he still gets to race in the main thing, which is the important part. Let's see if he can overcome the odds and get some good spots, maybe even a podium, eh? Okay, y'all, I think everything's set up. We have the functioning live updates on the left. I think we've got everything we need. Tio gives a shout out to Twitch chat. The Honka Donka. Dankeschön. Con la que se me pare la Tula Prime roll. I've been practicing my Spanish on Duolingo. It didn't feel particularly good right there, but there will be a time where it's going to sound good. I'm going to surprise all of y'all. But regardless, enough about my foreign language escapades. We are here with the start of the year tournament 2025, kicking it off here with the endurance race. A lot of people have been waiting for this race in specific. It really is the pinnacle of competitive Revel, as the microcosm has decided it. Endurance is something that people are so passionate about. It takes so much tenacity to be able to do this, to be able to do 90 laps of this. I'm assuming there's going to be one formation lap. We might even not do the formation lap. Maybe players just go in reverse and do a line. But regardless, people will be lining up, and they're going to go based on their qualifier finish. 90 laps later, we will crown one driver victorious and two other drivers who are also pretty victorious to make up that podium. Yeah, RIP Duo. I don't know what that was all about. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Shout out again, huge shout out to Pokers, who is here covering for Nick, who couldn't be here today, not only hosting the lobby, but also getting the starting grid ready. Much love. Kiki is not playing from the looks of things, unless someone spots Kiki. I've not seen Kiki here today. All right, let's see how we're gonna do this. Okay, everyone does just reverse it. Welcome in Alex Gravity. Privyet. Welcome, welcome. All right, so we do have the drivers getting in a line here. Sting, Lampert, Makakowski going to be our top three, with Kiloboris right there behind him. I'm not sure if you want me to count it off. I'm going to wait for Pokers to say something instead of starting. I'm going to wait for Pokers to give me the go-ahead. All right. Okay, that was the saddest start I have ever seen. Sting just hanging out. Maybe he has hide chat on. That's the only thing I can think of there. But he's going to throw everyone off guard. Slinging some mud out the gate. Slinging some serious mud out the gate. Sting and Lampert here. Quick breakaway in this top two. Can they stand the pressure though? The break from Lampert, but it doesn't really work out. He loses big time to Sting. We got Makakowski pulling up. Kiloboris staying strong. Laggy Rock right behind him as well. A bit of a break here for the rest. V and Frostbitten duking it out. But we are going to flip further forward because this is a very tense moment here for our front field as they go through twists and turns, trials by fire. Makakossi trying to get around. He does manage to get around Lampert there. Lampert been struggling in the laundry for the first few turns. Or for the first few laps. Nothing too major. But Makakossi does manage to wrap around him. Kilobaris right at his heels as well. A bit of a lull, but here comes the laundry. Can Lampert reign supreme? Slows down on the jump through, not wanting to risk it. Kilobaris, who switched to the Adion, by the way. Not having the cleanest exit, Laggy Rock is able to pass. And I think with that, we can look through the standings a bit. I'm afraid to look. We'll wait until they go outside. We'll wait for just a moment longer to look at the overalls. Makakossi wrecks. Laggy Rock swerves by him. No, he's going to wreck from it as well. Going to get implicated in that. I believe V wrecked as well. Or where is V? Here's V. Look at this group here. Laggy Rock, Maddie, and Frost. It's going to be a fun time in the laundry. Get ready for it. Frostbitten, slight top speed advantage in the zipper. But look at the trouble through here. Yeah. It's not great. Can't pass anybody up through that. Okay, I think we continue to look at this field here. Such a tantalizing group of three. Laggy Rock trying to hold on as Maddie swerves right by him. Can he hold on through though? Yes, he will. Frostbitten falling behind a bit. Nothing too major, but no longer fighting with these two as much as he was. And we'll flip forward. We've got Makakossi and Keela here for third, fourth. They're headed through the laundry. Kilobaris has to adapt after choosing the Adion. Looks like we got some adaptation challenges to overcome here. Kilobaris does get passed up by Makakossi, but almost immediately taking it back, applying the pressure. Makakossi slows it down on the turn, sets himself up well, but Makakossi defensive driving, blocking Kilobaris out of the way. And Kilobaris, oh, the wreck on the jump. Maddie doing exceptionally well for himself. Moves up into fourth place. Power8 says Zipper is way worse on this track. Yeah, I gotta say Adion is the go-to here. I don't know how much Kilobaris practiced on the Zipper, but I even think an on-the-fly decision to switch the Adion is well warranted. We've got Laggy Rock here chilling out in fifth. V in sixth. Frostbitten still trying to get his head in there over at 6th, 5th area. Makakossi falling way back to 8th place. 100-meter gap. In fact, there could be some carnage here on this drop turn. Okay, Makakossi struggling to hang in there. Blubberov versus Rod for 9th place. Wow. Nice by Rod to challenge one of our up-and-coming drivers. Seriously, Blubberov has been proving himself quite well. We've also got Top, Pokers, and we got Tio and Yam as well. Flipping back towards the front, we see Sting here with a 30 to 40 meter lead. But we got to flip through because we got Maddie and Kilobaris sparring. I believe Frostbitten just traded positions with V as well and is now trying to attack Laggy Rock. We'll have to keep track of both of these wars here. 3rd, 4th, as well as 5th, 6th. And we're going to flip over. You can see him struggling to hold a composure there through the water. We're going to watch 3rd, 4th here first through the laundry. And then we'll watch Laggy Rock and Frost. Frost on the inside, but has to give it up as they take it right inside. Top speed advantage. Tries to crowd him out, and he will be able to block him out of the way. Frost snatching up 5th place. Can he hold on to it? Laggy Rock gives him a tap, but nothing more than that. They have to slow it down through the twists. But how about the turns up ahead? Oh, Laggy Rock not even going near that wall. Doesn't want to deal with it. He's got great execution through here, keeping Frostbitten honest. But you know what? We've still got this duel between Keelabaris and Maddie going on. Let's see how the laundry goes. And Frost and Lag. Frost on the outside. He is able to correct. Maddie challenging for third. The man said he had a 38.2 for his best lap. Keelabaris here swapping on the fly onto Adion from the zipper. And Maddie challenging our first place driver overall, Keelabaris. Third first place is under his belt, but struggling to break away from fourth place here to Maddie. You love to see it here. Maddie, a very strong driver in his own right, but a bit of a dark horse here in this stacked lobby. But he is making his name ring out here on Spa Volt Reverse 2, Spa Volt 2 Reverse. Frostbitten falling back 45 meters behind this duo. And sometimes you just got to keep the camera glued on a battle. Maddie will eventually wreck out. Couldn't hold it strong. Frost and Laggy Rock still booming off in the background. As well as Makakowski here in the distance was able to pass up V. The gap between Sting and Lampert continues to grow, but an impressive second place from Lampert all the same. In the meantime, on the main screen, Frost and Laggy Rock. As Frost almost wrecks out, Laggy Rock going for the attack, can't quite find it, but we got more chances than that on the turn into the slowdown. Still can't find it. Zigzag, drop down. Round the jacuzzi, Makakowski nosing his way in. Through the water, Frost holds true. But into the laundry. Who's got some dirty laundry that needs airing? No one for now. Look at Maddie. Maddie is now being accosted by Frost and crew. This is the main battle here to watch. Wow, look at them neck and neck. Frost driving defensively, not letting the Adions past him. Laggy Rock knocking at death's door. Threatening to usurp him here through the laundry room. We got Maddie up here as well. Swerving through, he holds on. Makakowski on the inside, overtake onto Laggy Rock. For the time being, they lag boost. Nothing major. Makakowski cuts off Laggy Rock. But, I mean, we've got Chile to Ukraine here. And he does get the clean overtake eventually. Makakowski now trying to find Frostbitten. Driving on that zipper, the subpar car. At least chat seems to think so. Keelabaris seems to think so. Frost, the purist, however. Maddie, wrecked out. Unclear if it was the pressure from Frost or he just didn't have the line. But either way, Maddie sent to the back of the line. 7th place, try again. And in the meantime, while this battle rages on, hold on, let's see the drop down. Whoa, they both wreck out. Laggy Rock trying to get in the mix as well, trying to capitalize on this. They're all brought neck and neck once again, but we've got another battle on our hands. Lampert versus Keelabaris heading into the laundry room. Let's see how it unfolds. Nothing too major. Our group of 3. In the meantime, Makakowski blocking. It is a very narrow track, especially at the choke points, especially at the most complex parts of the track. Look at this. Lampert getting caught up in Tiarodi, who's trying to get lapped. And Keelabaris smells blood in the water. That much is for sure. Flipping back a bit. It is now Laggy Rock having wrecked. He falls behind Maddie. Makakowski and Frost continue to battle for 4th. Lampert and Keela here for 2nd. And this allows Sting to continue to break away through the laundry room. Lock it down. Can't quite do it. On the inside. Not going to find it. Starts a new lap. Takes it wide. Trying to cut off Lampert on the inside. Still can't do it. Taking it left into the right. Still can't do it. Slow down. Drop down. And Kilabaris with a rare execution error. Nothing major, but a couple meters, and that will give Lampert some time to breathe. Meanwhile, Sting is sitting here with our best lap overall in the race. He also just recently set that best lap for himself. And Skandar indeed is lap time now. Time to get interesting. There is going to be lap traffic here on the board. Lots of places. We got some chill. It's chilling here for the moment a bit. I would say we got this battle for 10th here. Top, Ashen. We'll watch them as they head around the pool and break through. And they're going to be starting lap 20 soon. In the meantime, let's head back to 5th place. We got Frost trying to take down Makakowski. Oh, the spin out from Makakowski. That's certainly going to be enough for the overtake. And then some for Frost. Easy, easy, easy for him. And Laggy Rock approaching as well, trying to snap up 5th place for himself. Kilabar is still deep here in 3rd place, 30 meters back. Makakowski having to repo. Did he fall into the water? Oh, disaster for Makakowski. Laggy Rock. Smooth sailing for him. Oh, he's struggling to keep it composed. We do have a battle going on. Hold on. Top and Ash continues. The battle for 10th. No, no, no. Wait. I think this is just... Okay, it is just a radar bug. Sorry to be flipping around so much. I know it can give... kind of mess with your head. But this is Lampert and Kilabaris here. 2nd, 3rd. Lampert can't get around. Does eventually get around. Kilabaris with some issues of his own. And that's going to stay pretty chill for the time being. I really want to give a spotlight here on this Top versus Ashen battle just in time to see Ashen get the overtake onto Top. Will Top be able to take it back? Trying to find the inside onto Ashen. We got Sting trying to get around them as well. Okay, they will let him around. Oh, but he wrecks on his own. Top does some acrobatics. Sting is still so far ahead, and he gets completely bailed out despite the wreck. We got to flip forward here. Lampert versus Keela continues on. Lap traffic there for Laggy Rock. And let's check out Ash and Top just in time to see another overtake 1 lap later. Top taking it right back over Ashen. Ashen's not giving it up yet, though, and we're headed straight into the laundry. But you know what? Oh, man. Dirty driving through there. Ashen does make his way out, but look at Lampert and Keela. Fortunately, we didn't miss this, the overtake, but we did miss Kilabaris getting exceptionally close to Lampert here. Will he be able to seal the deal, though? That is the question. A lot riding on the board here. Passing up 2nd when you're in 3rd, that's like passing 2 positions at one time. Indeed, I'm losing it here. This track has definitely delivered. Lampert continues to slow through there. I feel like the top drivers here, as far as best lap time goes, I don't feel like they do that. I don't think they do that in the same manner. I wonder if that's going to come back to bite Lampert. The thing is, Lampert had, I'm pretty sure, the 2nd or 3rd, I think he had the 2nd best lap in the entire race. Until the final lap on the qualifier, he was the best lap holder. So I trust Lampert. I trust the line. But he is braking here. He does brake. You'll see it through the laundry room. And I wonder if that's giving Kilabaris a little bit of a window. Look at this. But Kilabaris seems to do it as well, at least on that lap. Now it looks like we got more action going on, do we not? Yes, we do. Laggy Rock, Frost, Makakowski, continuing. Oh. Just when you think Frost is trying to overtake Laggy Rock, Makakowski is trying to overtake Frost. This looks like a ticking time bomb here to me. The Zipper wedged between two Addions. We go to a top speed section, straight into a technical area. And this just feels like a recipe for disaster here. Frost can't get around Laggy Rock. Gonna take the outside. Gonna manage to continue tickling away. Look at Makakowski and Frost. Oh my god. Oh my god. Laggy Rock almost loses control entirely, but he does hold on. He still falls back a bit. Gonna be right back into striking range against Frost and Makakowski, though, as they continue to duel it out. Look at Frost. It looks like he's just on the edge of losing control of his car. Makakowski comes in there with the bump, and Makakowski does find the overtake. Well played by him. 4th place. Will he be able to hold on through it? Here is the top speed section. Need defensive driving. Need to cut off Frost. He can't do it. He will eventually seize. But he takes it right back. Jumps over Frostbit's head and takes it right back. Says thank you very much. And it's just one of those races that you just can't look away from. We do have Kilobaris versus Lampert continuing on. I know I got to look back at that. But we're going to see them continue on through here. And we're going to try to catch Kilobaris and Lampert when they head into the laundry room. Okay, nothing special going on through here. Here goes Lampert and Kila. Two different philosophies. Today, Lampert wins that one. But has he won the war? Laggy Rock and Frost continue to duke it out. Makakowski seems to have been able to break away from the pack in the meantime. Frost and Laggy Rock maybe wrecking each other. Maybe some lap traffic as well, as we hear some honks rain out. We've got Maddie versus V going strong as well. This is going to be another section where we look at the laundry sections. Oh! Eventually letting them by. Now we got Maddie and V. Maddie going to wreck out there and give V a very clean opportunity for the overtake. It does have a little bit of a bug there. I don't know if y'all noticed. Oh my goodness. Now that's not a bug. Frost will be colliding with the wall, giving Laggy Rock some freedom here, at least for a moment. And this is still going on. Maddie taking 7th place back from V as they round the jacuzzi, headed straight into the laundry room. We are only 1/3 of the way done with this race, so the final positions could be completely different. But what happens right now builds up and carries over. Maddie does slow down and let V pass. He felt like that was a dirty move, and he let him pass. That was kind of a crazy decision because V could now wreck and hit Maddie as well. That's something that could happen. But I do respect it out of Maddie. And it goes into what I'm saying, you know. Every lap matters, but sure, you made it 1/3 of the way through the race with a good position. Can you finish it with that, though? Can you make it the final 2/3? Because I know some drivers are already going to be getting fatigued here. A lot of people just aren't ready for the endurance experience. And there's Maddie right back onto V. Gonna flip through a bit, see what we got going on. It does seem pretty chill. We'll continue to watch V versus Maddie. Oh, big hit on the bumper. Lap traffic as they try to get through the jacuzzi. Pokers driving wide to let him around. Nicely done. Into the pool. V's pool area looking a bit shaky, but he does recover through the laundry room. Maddie does as well. Keylor and Lampert, let's see as they head into the laundry room. This has been a continued feud for second place between these two drivers. Lampert has seemed to rein in that laundry room area. It's looking very clean, very fast, and Keylor is struggling to find a way in. But if you know anything about Keylor, it's you got to fight every single lap against this guy because he's going to take it the distance. Lampert is one of those seasoned endurance drivers, though. Don't get me wrong. Definitely one of the players who can stick it to Keylor. The question is, will he? Frost versus Laggy Rock continues on 5th, 6th in the meantime. An update on V versus Maddie. It looks like V has pulled away from Maddie on that one. We've got Rod versus Pokers that looks pretty hype. But it's tough to look away from these top two battles. Lampert and Keylor as well as Laggy Rock and Frost. In they go. And look at that. Yeah, he slows it down, but sets himself up perfectly. We've got Laggy Rock approaching Makakowski. Actually, this is turning into a three-way once again. Makakowski, Laggy Rock, and Frost. It seems like these drivers have been at each other's necks the whole time. We're going to do a quick look in here on Rod versus Pokers as they head through the laundry room. We'll check back in on them. Oh, the wreck from Makakowski and from Frost. Laggy Rock is trying to capitalize on this, but he can't take both. He can, oh my goodness. Into the pool. Makakowski holds strong to 4th place. Okay. Frostbitten in the mix as well. Lampert sets a new best lap for himself. Keylor is still very close by, but he's just not quite in striking range. We're going to continue to watch Laggy Rock. I think that's the second time, at least on the field, it's been 3rd or 4th that we've seen people wreck there. Continues to be a problem spot as Sting is breaking away about 100 meters in the lead here. This battle has fallen apart a bit. Let's check out V versus Maddie. That's kind of chill as well. We'll watch them do the laundry at least. Oh, V spinning out. Maddie will be able to overtake there. And let's go back to Lampert and Keylor. Lampert taking it on the outside a bit, but he does manage to still make it look clean and tidy as they finish off lap 37. Lap traffic ahead? No, that was on the other side. Okay, we're going to watch them go through the laundry. Then we're going to tune into V versus Maddie here.
Go for the burn. Go for the burn.
Oh my god, oh, whoa! Keylor almost wrecks out. Lampert manages to get away a little bit once again. But speaking of once again, this three-way battle culminating again, it looks like. Not quite there yet. We'll check out V and Maddie. Taking it deep on the outside, and Maddie will run into the door. V solidifying 7th place for the time being, but I'm sure that's not the last we see of it. Into the laundry they go. Good point, Kippy. Kippy says Maddie has the second best lap, and indeed he does. Indeed he does. Just not able to back it up with the consistency. Frost sets a new best lap for himself. Let's check out Pokers and Rod. Oh, just in time to see the overtake from Pokers there in the laundry room. Well done by him. Drivers are chilling here for the most part, for the time being. We can tune into Via Maddie. Okay. Chilling out for the time being. Laundry room ahead. Maddie dangerously close. He's definitely got pace advantage. But remember, V was in the top 6 for best laps in the qualifier. So V could very well have an excellent best lap as well. In fact, let's check it out. 38.763. Very good best lap as well. V slows it down. Maddie touches the bumper. Nothing major. He's got so much speed through here. Oh my god, he just can't quite find the overtake. Through the jacuzzi, giving V some more taps. Gotta be careful. And we are approaching the halfway point of our race, folks. Almost 45 laps in. Oh. Some of our positions have felt a little bit settled, but others have been popping off. Makakowski, Frostbitten, Laggy Rock. That continues to be a situation. Lampert versus Kilabaris. Kilabaris has actually fallen back a bit to 40 meters behind. Maddie can't quite find the overtake on V. Oh! Oh, there he does it in the jacuzzi, actually. Giving V the pink slip there. We've also got Pokers versus Rod once again. We'll try to catch that as well. Top traffic up ahead. Can Maddie hold on to that 7th place position? Yes, he will be able to, as V wrecks out and has to do a full repo. Let's check out Rod versus Pokers. Short-lived. Maybe a wreck? No, that was just the radar. Something important to keep in mind, that jacuzzi area does mess with the radar a bit. Nothing too major, but I think Maddie might have wrecked again, because we've got V right behind Maddie here. Sting! Oh my goodness, V wrecks out. Looking at Sting there. Sting still has an 80-meter advantage, but not the cleanest driving through there. The caster cruisers have noticeably been slimmer today. I will say that much. Makakowski. I mean, Makakowski is still 100 meters back behind Kilabaris, but it was like 150 meters, if I remember correctly. I swear it was like 150 meters. So this is actually an interesting development here for Makakowski as he continues to try to fight for the podium. He's definitely still got Frost at his tail somewhat, but a good 30-ish meters back. Skandar says he'd be interested in a Sting spectate, and I absolutely agree. We are definitely going to show that. Let's look at the chaos here between Rod and Pokers here for a moment. Let's let them get through the laundry area, and then we will check out Sting. V versus Maddie once again. Might have to check out that for just a bit as well. Okay, Pokers makes it through. And V versus Maddie back at it. Oh, a little bit too early. Maddie breaking away 30 meters. Let's check out Sting. Sting, wow. Look at that 130-meter lead now. Did Lampert and Kilobaris both wreck? Sting is suddenly so far ahead. He was in the 90s. Look at him. 120, 125. And he just has insane speed. Look, he does have the slowdown there. Same situation as Lampert. But the man has a 38.184. And he's even setting up for the turn. Yeah, I mean, Sting is going exceptionally fast through here. Braking very minimally, only where it's absolutely necessary. He handles that blind zigzag with ease. But I think we got to flip back. Okay, the radar threw me off a little bit again, but Lampert is only 15-20 meters ahead of Kilobaris at this point in time, which is definitely a switch up. Ooh! Oh my goodness, that kind of driving is not going to be safe against Kilobaris. That is not going to be safe. Let's see if he can manage to hang on. We got V versus Maddie again. It's very tempting to look over there at that, but we've got Kilobaris versus Lampert. Big moment here. We'll see if either player breaks. He's looked so close. He gets so close up on it, but they're 50 laps through, and Lampert continues to keep it locked down. In the meantime, Laggy struggling to keep it locked down against Frost, as Frost continues to adapt. Oh man, top speed section. Takes on the inside, pushing Laggy out of the way, and he does find the overtake here on lap 51. The question is, can he keep it locked down through the technical areas against this Addion driving from Laggy? Oh. Bumping, and he gets around on the inside. Frostbitten now in the top speed. Bumps Laggy right out of the way and takes 5th place back immediately. Oh my god, a wreck out of Frost, but somehow he gets bailed out pretty well, and he's right back into throwing blows with Laggy. Oh, that area looked a little bit shaky on the lineup from Laggy, and indeed, it wasn't just the connection, it was Laggy bailing out there. Falls back 25 meters. We've got the chat. When I grow up, I want to drive like Stingox does. Trust me, I think that's the goal of all of us. Kilobaris, oh my god! Right when he's starting to approach Lampert, the lap traffic stopping, trying to let him around, but backfiring spectacularly, and he does fall back. Just can't get around the lap traffic, and Lampert gets bailed out big time. Stingox is now almost 200 meters in the lead, and the main action continues to be Laggy versus Sting. Look at Maddie and V. The race is completely fallen apart in Maddie versus V. Maddie is now 120 meters ahead of V. Laggy wrecking on the exit, and Frostbitten takes a 50-meter lead over Laggy. That is going to be tough for Laggy to get back, but he just keeps... whoever has the lead keeps managing to toss it into the other player's hands. We'll see if that continues to be the case, but Lampert versus Kilobaris is what we'll tune into for the time being. And in fact, with Ertzu weighing in big gaps, welcome in Ertzu. Indeed, we do have those big gaps. Look at all those triple-digit gaps there, especially once we get past position 6. And you know what? I think it may be time to tune into Sting for just a bit longer to get a glimpse into it. Makakowski approaching silently. Well observed. Rog Lampert runs right into lap traffic. He does still play it. Situation is normal. Good recovery, but loses about 10 meters off of that. Makakowski is continuing to chop down on the distance. Sting with a very leisurely lead over the rest of the competition. In fact, if he wanted to, he could try to go for some best laps right now. But he's already got such an insane best lap. Don't think it's really necessary. Just continue to lock this down. This would be the first place for Sting. And it would also be the second first place that doesn't belong to Keila Barris. So this would be a big pivotal moment here. Keep in mind, Sting has been collecting some first places at some major events. So especially the endurance themed events. He has been absolutely tearing it up. He's showing off his strength on the Adion, and he is looking very poised to lock in 20 points for himself in this tournament. But folks, we're not even 2/3 of the way done with this. It feels like we've been here for a while at this point. Contestants struggling to keep it locked in, struggling to finish the job, but we've still got a whole 30 plus laps left to tackle in this race. Keila Barris versus Lampert continues to rage on, 30 meters for them. Frost versus Lag continues to rage on, 30 meters for them as well. Air2 asks if Frost is the only one not using Adion. I do believe Ashen is also using the Zipper. Those are our only two non-Adion drivers, I believe. And look at him tear it up. Laggy Rock, once again, too close for comfort. What is going on here? Okay, it was through a technical portion. It's going to look closer than it actually is. But Laggy Rock continues to approach. Lampert setting a new best lap for himself on that lap. Still not in the top 3 for best laps. Ashen with the black Adion. You might be right. Let's check it out. Yes, Ashen switching to the Adion. You're absolutely right. And you know what? I think we're just going to keep it locked in on Frost versus Laggy Rock here for the time being. This continues to be our closest battle. Frost with the oddball Zipper, staying true to it on a track that is really just out to destroy the Zipper, it feels like. He has to keep it straightforward on that drop down in the laundry room, else he's going to spin. Has to take extra care in the water, else he's going to spin. These technical areas, not very forgiving, but he's making it work. Laggy Rock has had some issues in bringing consistency to this race, which is usually the name of the game for Laggy Rock. But he has had a couple pretty crushing wrecks, but then again, he just keeps managing to find the pace advantage over Frost. I say that, but 38.961 is the best lap for Laggy Rock. He's actually got a slower best lap than Frost on the Zipper. And that is one of the cornerstones of Laggy Rock's driving, just barely with the sub 39. After 61 laps in 6th place here, almost 5th against Frost. It is really something special to behold, the man's consistency. Lampert and Keila Barris continue to battle it out for 2nd place. Lap traffic continues to be an issue. Approaching the laundry room. Gotta watch out for lap traffic. Gotta watch your 6, your 8, your 10, your 3, your 7. You watch everything. You never know when an Adion is gonna come barreling at you. Frost versus lag. It continues. And there it is. A random Adion. Barreling at you. Laggy Rock says, get out my face. Okay. Chill for the moment through that lap. We're not quite done with the lap. Bloberov in the mix. Okay. Things stay chill. Oh my goodness. Okay, it was, again, just the radar bug. It is still, Keeler is about 20 meters behind Lampert, but it's not anything major. Oh my! Keeler with a major wreck through there. Stingox and Lampert both set new laps for themselves. Sting getting a sub 38.1 with a 38.055. Insane lap time for him. Absolutely disgusting. Lampert gets a new best one for himself as well as he tears away from Keeler Bars on the back of a wreck. Frost versus Laggy Rock continues. Obviously, you can't let go yet, Lampert. You can't breathe yet. But it's certainly got to be a good feeling, setting a new best lap there as Keeler Boris falls in your rear view. I'm not sure if this would be the first podium for Lampert. It might be, he might have a third as well, but this second place would be huge for him. And also, it would be huge for Keeler Boris in a different way. Keeler Boris going from 3 firsts to a second to a third, potentially. And you have to wonder if this is going to be that weakness, that break in the armor, that opportunity for other players to wiggle their way in to try to fight for that first place. Because remember, we were talking a couple weeks ago, if Keeler Boris can get a few more wins, it's lock and key. It's done. Keeler Boris gets first place. But there's a big difference between first and second. Big difference between second and third. Keeler Boris leaving 5 points up on the table for other people to take, unless he can find Lampert. Stingox already off the table for this race. We continue to look at Frostbitten and Laggy Rock. Don't worry, I didn't forget to continue controlling the camera, but there's no other race to really watch right now. The gaps are huge, except for these two, and except for Lampert and Keeler Boris, and actually Lampert and Sting as well, as all of a sudden Lampert is only 80 meters behind Sting. Is it a radar bug, or is it a wreck? Goes up to 90, but it's definitely not the almost 200 they previously had. You'll notice still nobody challenging Stingox's best lap. Maddie and Makakowski not able to improve on their previous bests. Lap 69 of 90. That's all there really is to say with this lull in the action. But you always know with an endurance race, when there's 90 laps, there's always going to be an eye of the storm. And right now we find ourselves in it. A brief calm from the chaos that is sure to erupt as the lap total continues to tick down and tension continues to rise Frostbitten cannot break away from Laggy Rock. Lampert has not been able to fully break away from Kilabaris. And Stingox could be a wild card here as well, as if he can't keep it locked down. We got 20 laps left. We'll have to continue to watch these developments. We've got Ashen and Pokers perhaps in 11th. But as our main race, this is it right here. Frost wrecking on the Laundry. It looked like he might be able to recover from a bit of shakiness, but it did turn into a full-blown collision wreck. Laggy Rock is able to scoop up 5th place. Got some lap traffic. Laggy Rock has set a new best lap for himself on this lap as well. 38.861, nothing too special, but it is something. He's performing at his best right now. But Frost, he wants it. He wants to challenge it. Frost managed to get the 2nd best lap in the race just right there. Just with that lap, he is immediately back on Laggy Rock's bumper. He is showing that the zipper can be used effectively here on Spavol 2 Reverse. Maybe not as consecutively, as reliably, but he can get that speed. If he can just keep replicating it, should be 5th place for him. Easier said than done. Kilabaris continuing to approach Lampert. Let's actually, you know what? It was just the radar situation. Back up to 40-50 meters between the two of them. And this is just, you know, this is what happens. When you are locked in this close of a battle, you get the spotlight. It's the way it goes. We are just locked in here on Laggy Rock and Frost, continuing to trade blows with each other. A little bit of lap traffic woes. Frost may be overshooting. Does have the recovery through there. Lap 74. More best laps being set. Laggy Rock on lap 73 set a new best lap for himself. Bloberov setting a new best lap for himself as well. Trying to start the dawn of a new age here a little bit late in the race, but trying to hunt down V. We've also got Ashen versus Pokers. Hold on. Don't do anything too crazy. We're going to see the Laundry, and then we'll check that out. The Frostbitten continue to lose ground against Laggy Rock there. We tune into Ashen versus Pokers. Neck and neck here, fighting for 11th place. Ashen tries to shoot by, has to correct. Frost and Laggy Rock. And look at that, Kilabaris. So many meters behind, almost 80 meters behind Lampert. Frostbitten pushing, shoving, and he gets Laggy Rock right out of his way. I think all holds barred here. He is not worried about leaving a negative impact here on Laggy Rock. They are both bumping and bruising their way through Spavol 2 Reverse. You are at the perfect place to rejuvenate after this dreadful battle between the two of them. But that'll be after the race. Hold on. We got Ashen Pokers continuing. Okay, that was just the jacuzzi area. Let's catch a little laundry room action for them. I think maybe a radar bug for Maddie. Is he caught up in them? Oh, rack out of Pokers. That'll be enough. Laggy Rock versus Frost continues. I think... Oh, gotta hold that thought. Look at how close Laggy Rock gets to Frost there. Oh my, they just can't make it clean. They cannot make it clean through there. No wonder they keep fighting with each other. They both keep wrecking it up through that area. And other spots too. The bumps, the bruises. They are going to be black and blue by the time this race is done. Car all dented up. Frost on the inside. Oh, he breaks it insanely. And Laggy Rock goes spinning off in the distance. Frost takes some 20 meters to the bank on that one. Lap 79. They started off almost done with this race. Got about 10 laps left. They got to make something happen here. Or do they just stay in the headlock? Like the Imogen Heap song. Shout out Imogen Heap. Shout out Laundry. Ashen and Pokers. Okay. Let's check out what happened here. Lap 80. Lampert cruising. Sure, he won't be able to catch Sting probably. But Kilobaris is a whole 50, 60 meters back. He's just relaxing. Ashen and Pokers continues. They're a few laps back. They're still duking it out. Trying to find it. That has been such a volatile spot. It feels like when you get to the Laundry, it almost feels like it's battle tag or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, this is not clean racing. This is not respectful racing. This is, you know, I'm going to slam your face into the wall. Pokers with an unfortunate wreck. Ashen going to break away for the time being. And what has happened to Laggy Rock versus Frost? It's all fallen to pieces for Laggy Rock. 60 meters back. I don't know if he's going to be able to recover that. Frost. Look at Mac. Hold on. Through the Laundry. Ashen gets a clean that time. Pokers gets a cleaner. But look at Makakowski here. 50 meters behind Kilobaris. And he wrecks. And he wrecks. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kilobaris. Check PayPal. Or should I check PayPal? I think I should check PayPal. Why would you check PayPal? We need to check our PayPals. Ashen and Pokers. 11th and 12th. It continues. What? It really shows when you look a little further backfield. It shows just how deadly this laundry room area is. Even the top drivers cannot lock it down, and so it's just an absolute frenzy, a free-for-all through that area. And I have to wonder, we do see Ashen and Poker still going at it, but further upfield, are we gonna see any more battles? Look at the numbers here: 70. And those are the closest battles we can get. 60-70. Is it done? Surely not. Into the Laundry they go. Poker's getting caught up this time around. Ashen lives to fight another day. When we do flip forward, put an eye on Stingox here for a bit once again. Dealing with the lap traffic. Bad time to look over there. But you know, Rod doesn't have any patience for this, and I can't blame him either. Sting, you're already so far ahead. Let Rod race his race. Just playing, of course. We continue to have Ashen and Pokers. You know, why not? Let's check it out. No. It was just the radar situation. Sting has been driving so cleanly. Let's continue to put a spotlight on him here as he finishes out this final laps uncontested. I keep waiting for something to bubble over. I think it's inevitable that something does. But it's just not clear to me what. Is it going to be Sting? Is Sting going to be the one who bubbles over here in the final turns? He's just not driving very cleanly. I mean, he's got so much room to blow, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you blow it just because you can. Pokers and Ashen. These two have just been locked in. Trading wrecks. Trading advantages. Poker struggles through that laundry area again as Ashen is able to break away for the time being. Kilabaris, 75 ahead, 75 behind. Lap 87 in just a moment. Only got a few laps left to make some magic happen, folks. It doesn't look like it's in the cards. One race where it does look possible is Maddie versus V. V is definitely making some noise here, trying to get back in this as he gets caught up in some lap traffic there. Not going to do him any favors. And of course, we've also got Ashen and Pokers. Let's check it out once again as they continue to duel it out. Lap 84. Lap traffic, chaos. Getting their ducks in a line. Are these drivers all on different laps except Pokers and Ashen? It's possible. I think V and Frost are on the same lap as well. They actually don't wreck through the laundry room. Neither one of them. They keep it neck and neck. Adapting. Look at Ashen on the cut. Poker's getting blocked up by Frost. Oh, Ashen. Can't quite find it. All right. You're going to snap it up. Can he hold on to it, though? Oh, not quite. This time it's going to be Pokers on the breakaway. And let's see here. We've got... It stays business as usual here. On lap 89, the storm has been weathered from the looks of things. It looks like it will be the drivers finishing in the same positions that they were in a good 10-15 laps ago. At least in this front forward field. Sting, Lampert, Kilabaris, Makakowski, Frost, Laggy Rock, Matty V. I mean, it's been across the board pretty much locked in for a while now. And you know what that means. It's time to tune into some more Ashen versus Pokers action as Stingox snags first place. Congratulations to him. Locks in 20 points for himself as Pokers overtakes it. Lampert locks in second. Kilabaris third. Makakowski not able to find it in those final laps. Makakowski does finish up in fourth. Frostbitten, a smooth fifth from the looks of things. They headed to the laundry room. In the meantime, Pokers wrecks it up that time. Ashen taking 11th place right back. There's Frost with the 5th place lock in at 60 minutes. Laggy Rock with 60 minutes as well as he finishes up. And Pokers versus Ashen rages on here. We've at least got 2 more laps of this madness between these two drivers. Got much love for both of these drivers. Out here with the Christmas colors. Matty looks like he's going to be able to lock up 7th. With V shortly after. Actually, where was V? There's V. Oh, the wreck! As they start lap 89. Yam getting in the mix. And Top. We haven't really talked about Top. He's just been on an island. He's been on an island. He's going to be finishing up in, I believe, 9th. And this should be the battle for 10th, maybe 11th. Radar is a little bit off there as they go through the laundry room. Pokers taking it for the time being as they start lap 90. Got to get around the cars as well. And they both flip on the leaves. Ashen not going to try to take it. The bounce. Poker's in reverse. Oh! As Ashen locked it in on lap 90 of 90. It's not done yet. He can take a chill, though, and pretty much get the lock in here. I think he just has to take a chill through the jacuzzi area. And it looks like Ashen is going to be snagging this position for himself. Beating Pokers out. Well done by Ashen. Locking in 11th place for himself if he can make it through the laundry room. And he will take it very slow and smooth. Poker's risking it through there, and he gets through it as well, but not able to beat the clock. We've got Rod finishing up his race now as well. Tia Rody going to be shortly after that. Bloberov comes in and says, long at race. Yes, indeed it was. Yes, indeed it was. Long at race indeed. Flapser. Yes, yes. The battle ended. Ashen reigning victorious over Pokers in that moment. Much love, Nick. Sounds great. Great to have you in here. What a race it was. You were sorely missed, but Pokers doing an amazing job in the meantime. And much love to Pokers. Maddie with the 7th place. Maddie also carrying second best lap for a really long time. He was holding on for a really long time. Maddie was to second best lap overall. You had an insane lap time. Hey, enjoy your D&D. Do not die. Do not die. Top, pleased with the 10th place? Yeah. This is stiff competition here. I would definitely be pleased with the 10th if I was racing in this. Oh, Frostbitten, your fights were on quite a lot. Quite a lot. We showed a lot of you and Laggy Rock, Makakowski in there in the mix as well a bit. We showed a lot of, or a good bit of Lampert versus Kilabaris, but that fell apart kind of in the second, or in the final third. And we showed a lot of Ashen and Pokers in the final third, but we showed Frost versus Frost versus Laggy Rock pretty much the whole time, all the way through in a high frequency. So definitely be able to check that out again. Yeah, that's what I was saying, was y'all were just throwing hands back and forth. I know Laggy Rock was not looking forward to this track. I don't know how much you were, but it was certainly a pleasure to watch, especially on that zipper, the only zipper in the house. Okay. Hey, that's great to hear. I did as well. And it seems like Yam, he just kind of stopped racing. Didn't want to impact the drivers. So he is finishing up his race right now while the players chat amongst themselves. But as you can see, it was... Now, correct me if I'm wrong here. We had... No, that's right. We had Sting. I thought it was Lampert winning the race. No, we had Sting winning the race. So it is time to go ahead and release our channel points here. Sting winning. Lampert and Kilabaris were grouped up, and I think a lot of people put their money on that. But we are going to go ahead and clean this up here. Or clear this up, rather. We had someone betting on someone who didn't sign up. Respect to you. But in the end, it was choice number 7. Did we have any people put anything on choice 7? Yes, we did. 2 people with a total of 516. They're going to be sweeping the board and taking home about 3,000, 4,000 points for themselves. Congratulations, y'all, on the Makakowski Stingox prediction. Yeah, the Laggy Rock versus Frost battle was crazy. I mean, it was just back and forth the whole time. It was great when Makakowski was in the mix as well, but he eventually pulled away from the group. He was actually fighting Keila Barris there at the end for a bit. I wasn't really able to get close enough to do what I would call fighting, but he was definitely getting close. Ashton versus Pokers was a pleasure to watch as well. Like I said, almost always someone buckles under the pressure and throws even as much as 100 meters can get tossed in one really bad wreck. And so I was expecting to see that in somewhere amongst our top 6 or so. So I was watching Ashton Pokers, but also I was watching out for that to happen. But it never happened, and I'm really glad we kept the camera on Ashton Pokers because it delivered. Yeah, I agree with you, Frost. Doing excellent with that 5th place finish. GG's across the board as Yam finishes it up. I'm not sure if we will have the standings get updated. I know Nick mentioned that he will post the results when he's at home, but it will be late AF. Pokers can do his standings if he wants or anyone else wanting to. If anyone else wants to, then let me know, and we can go ahead and pause and show the standings in a few minutes. Otherwise, I am going to go ahead and end the stream here. And actually, I've got my sister's dogs over right now, and they are in my room, and they should not be. So I'm actually going to take some time to figure out what's going on, and then if somebody does the standings, then we'll do it. Otherwise, we'll go offline. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, folks. Situation has been diffused. Okay, so do we have anyone updating the scores? Pokers, I see you're in here saying my hands are hurt quite badly. I don't blame you. Are you planning to do the standings? Don't feel any pressure. If you're not, it's completely fine. I just want to make sure that you're not doing it before I turn off stream. Because I don't want to be like, turn off stream while you're doing it and then it's like, oh, now I can't show the scores. I'll DM you real quick just in case. Okay, gotcha. That's completely No worries at all. I figured that was the case, but I just wanted to ask just in case. All right, now that we got confirmation, we are going to be turning off the stream here. But as we look back on the previous weeks that led to here, we had Kilabaris with 3 first places, into a second place, into a third place. And the question is, as we head into the final 3 weeks of the start of the year tournament 2025, will Kilabaris be able to lock in the first place, or will this be an opportunity for some interlopers to cause some chaos in the upper ranks? We'll have to tune in to the future weeks and find out. Your guess is as good as mine. We've got a whole hell of a lot of action coming up in the coming weeks. And we start to get into the chaos block actually with the next 2 weeks. Star Racers is going to be a crazy week. B10L with pickups on, that's going to be insane. That's going to be ridiculous. And I'm really excited to be able to bring the coverage of those to y'all. That's going to be happening same time, same place next week, 20 UTC, 3 p.m. Eastern time, which should be 9 p.m. Central European time, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure. But we'll see you then, same time, same place. Make sure you're here. Make sure you tune into some Revolt Esports because start of the year 2025 coverage is going to be back for the next 3 weeks until we crown a winner. Much love to y'all, and we'll see you for Star Racers next week. It's going to be chaos. Pickups going to be turned into stars. Whenever you get a pickup, it's going to be a star. I don't know how the stars are going to be interspersed on the map or what is going on with that. It's going to be chaos. I'm going to love it. I hope you will too. We'll see you next week at the same time. Much love, y'all.